When I was putting these bases together yesterday, I intentionally left all the blobs of milliput underneath all these things. Very basic and unsculpted, knowing that I was going to cover them with coconut husk anyways. And since I want to paint them today, that's what we're doing. The plan is to paint these guys up exactly like the Broodlord. But let's see if I can do all 10 today. Now that we've got our verdigris zenithal on there, it's time to grab the brush and slap on some other base coats. So we're starting off with this War Paints Heavy Metal because I've never used it before. And come on, that is the best name ever, but it's kind of everything I don't like with metallic paints. Kind of gloopy, yet poor coverage. I don't know, it just doesn't behave the way I think acrylic paints should, or at least the way I expect them to. But maybe that's user error because lots of people that I respect really like it, so I'll have to try it again. On the hard upper carapace pieces, just slapping some of this jade green on. I'm not being particularly careful, just covering everything as best I can while being fairly quick. Claws everywhere, get a quick coat of this bone white. And then the Cthulhu faces get this pink. All right, at this point, we've got some space bug clowns. And if this is your first time tuning in, yeah, I want them really bright like this because the oil that we throw on next is going to make them darker. At least less clown-like. Now, I don't use any product that's geared at us hobbyists. Just regular oil paints and Gamsol. And then I thin it as I go so that I have nice control over how thick or the opacity of the paint. And we're just going to cover the whole mini with this violet. Really want it to look quite violet when it's done. We've got oil paint slapped all over these guys now, and I could wait like 10 to 20 minutes to get them to the point where they no longer look wet, which is about where I like to start wiping the oils off, but I'm not exactly patient, so 30 to 40 seconds with the hairdryer will do it. So now that the oil paints have set up but not yet cured, we can start removing the paint. And in my time doing this, I've kind of found 3 different sizes of sponges. We've got the big makeup sponge, the smaller one, and then also the key ingredient, these little sponge tip applicators. They're basically Q-tips with sponge tips. Because oil paints take so long to dry, you can really remove the paint at any point. It can sit overnight or even for days. I just like the timing that I'm using now, where the paint has just sort of set, because then I don't need any thinner to remove any of the paint. It can all be done with a dry sponge. And I don't know if I like the result more or if it's just the process that I enjoy. Okay, if you've watched any of these oil painting videos, you know this is the point at which I would normally say, you could totally stop here and then I continue painting, but tonight, I think I am actually going to stop here. I do want to add some striations to the carapace and enhance the skin a little bit and the claws, but that sounds like a tomorrow problem. Maybe going 0 to 60 on all 10 of these dudes in one evening was more than I had the time or energy for. I am really enjoying the direction that these colorful bugs are going in. Kind of grim, but vibrant and colorful. Not Grimdark, but I'm thinking more like ClownDark. Let me know what you think in the comments. And was ClownDark Jeremy's high school nickname? If you know, you know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. You are awesome. And I'll see you on Monday.